Nicole. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. It's so good to see you and Josie. How's she been doing?
She's doing really good. Yeah.
Yeah, she looks great.
Thanks.
So for today, like we talked about last time, you decided you wanted to talk about love and just loving relationships. So I brought a fun activity for us to do today.
Perfect.
But first, I wanted to ask you, when you see this picture, what do you see when you look at Mama Bear's face?
She looks like she really cares for that baby bear, and
Yeah,
it looks like she's like, oh, looking at her kind of like, oh.
totally. Yeah, I see the same thing. How about when you look at baby's face?
Baby looks really happy. Looks like she likes looking at the mama bear. Looks like, yeah, she feels safe with the mama bear.
Perfect. I love that you see those things in their faces. So when you think of the word love, what comes to mind for you?
Definitely Josie. I think just taking care of her, being with her. I think like close family members, people I'm close to. I think of people I feel safe with.
Nice. Yeah. So I'm gonna have you see this picture. It's like layered hearts, and it's what love means to you. So I want you to give me a word when you think of love.
Probably safe.
I like that. Okay. Think of another word.
Maybe trust.
Okay.
Maybe caring. Maybe attached.
Perfect. One more.
Let's see. Maybe secure.
Good. Does it make sense to you that you kind of have to have all of these layers for a really loving relationship?
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Here's another picture with some different words, some that we don't necessarily think of when we think of love, but are important. So sharing emotions, regulation, and for Miss Josie in particular, these words are really important for her. So when you think of Josie and her learning how to love, how do you think she's learning how to love right now?
Maybe when she sees I take care of her.
Yeah.
And she sees that she has everything she needs, and maybe that I like spending time with her. She sees that I choose to play with her and talk
Perfect.
to her.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, you've talked about you've built trust with her because you take care of her, right? When she says, I have a need, you've taken care of her. You've talked about sharing positive emotions with her. So when you're playing with her and she probably feels happiness and you get joy out of that too, you're sharing positive emotions. So those are really important for her. They start learning how to love as soon as they're born. So just some examples, like for trust for Josie, like mom is there for me, like you talked about. She has a need and you take care of it. Understanding, so learning from sharing experiences together. Like you told me that the other day you took her to the park for the first time because the weather was finally nice, and you guys had such a fun time pushing her in the swing, and you felt some joy in that. And that's such a great part of developing love and sharing experiences. And that also helps you learn about her, and she also learns about you, and having some shared understanding about each other. Also regulation. So we don't know, do you think of even that word when you think of love? Yeah, I don't necessarily either, but for Josie, she's learning how to live in this world, right? And you're helping guide her through that through regulation. So you're guiding her gently, like you were talking about the other day, how you didn't want her to do a certain thing, and so you just gently redirected her, which is awesome. So that's helping her with that loving regulation. So, and then tolerance. You guys she's learning about who you are, you're learning about who she is, and some of that is you know, her having to understand like who my mom is, what the rules are, and learning to love through kind of tolerating each other sometimes, because sometimes it feels that way. Perfect. So I'll give you these handouts. There's just some more words. Layers of love for babies, like we've pretty much talked about all of these. So now we're gonna just do a fun little activity.
Okay.
And it's called Beads of Pride. So I've got my baby here, and first I'll show you, and then you can practice it with Josie.
Okay.
Okay? So I have a little pipe cleaner, and I'll bend the end up like this. And I know my baby's ready to play. Baby's had a nap, had lunch. Baby's relaxed and happy, giving me lots of eye contact. So first I'm gonna say, hey baby, you wanna play a game? And I'm just gonna show baby, put this bead on. Whoa, did you see that? Wow, let's do another one. Should we do a blue round one? Wow, look at that. It makes noise. All right, baby, do you wanna try one? You wanna try a yellow one? Okay, here we go. Oh, I know it can be hard to get that bead on. You did it, yay! Look at that. All right, you wanna try with Josie?
Yeah.
Well, I know you told me you just fed Josie and she's had a nap.
Yes,
She's ready to play. So
Yeah.
I'll give you that and
All
some
right.
beads.
Yeah, you can look at it too. Turn it on there. The yellow. Okay, good job. All right, yeah, it's loud. Try another one. Yeah. All right. Yeah, she likes that. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. Some good job, Josie.
Perfect. Awesome.
Cool.
So, Nicole, tell me what that was like for you, playing that little game with her.
It was cool. I think I didn't know if she was able to do that or not, so it was cool to see her be able to have the skills to do that, and then to see that she made her happy.
Yeah, and that one point she got just a tiny bit frustrated with it. How did that make you feel?
It made me feel a little sad for her because I'm like, it's okay, I'm here to help you, but then it was cool to see her figure it out.
Yeah, and I really noticed that you, even though you had your emotion of feeling a little sadness about it, you were still really allowed her to figure that out, which is so cool because you're really watching her, allowing her to work through problems and gain that confidence. And then I noticed that you really, you know, gave her good feedback when she got that right. That's awesome. Yeah, you did a great job, and we're gonna cut it there.
Perfect.
I was like, I'm running out of questions.
Good job, Josie. That was great.
Rock. All right. Let me just peek at it and make sure.
Yeah,
And
see
then,
how-
but I'm sure.